the sketchbook that I used on my first trip to Paris with Susan Abbott. And this is a wonderful open-air market that we sketched in. It was a group of us. I think it was a small group, maybe 7 or 8 people. And we went throughout Paris sketching in the museums and in the open markets, and then on our own. It was just great. Okay, and this is on the path. They turned the railroad bed into a garden, and this was done along there. It was on the outskirts of the market. This was just breakfast. And here we're back at Luxembourg Garden. And I was working on the statuary there. More ink. And this is a wonderful lamp. This is outside the L'Orangerie, looking across to Grand Palais. And a very simplified sketch from an inner courtyard. Inner courtyard of Garden Musée Carnavalet. And that is one of my favorite museums, Musée Carnavalet. And there's a room just full of amazing signs, which I think that, yes, here's the room, gallery of signs. It was one of my favorites. This is when a lot of people were not literate, so the signs outside the shops would indicate what the store was for. Here's a tailor. This must have been an exterminator. Not quite sure about that one. It was great. And then we had a fabulous lunch afterwards at Bistro Le Gorille Blanc. And that was from there. And this was a very Art Deco mural, I think, in the Musée de Carnavalet. And I got a little heavy with the ink here. And more sketches while having wine and water and resting at a cafe. It was oddball things. Patisserie, sitting at a cafe sketching. Another breakfast. Must have been tired that day. And here were crepes at another cafe. Often you draw a lot of food because you get to sit and there's a table and it's easy to sketch. And this is musicians playing at one of the metro stops. This was after the workshop was over and I was still staying for several weeks. And it may have been from the steps of Sacré-Cœur. And this is my garden at the Airbnb where I've stayed in Paris for the last 5 years. Signs. Getting near the end of it. Here's, my plane was canceled, so the airlines had to put me up in an airline hotel. And this was sketched during dinner at that hotel while I was waiting for my next plane. Unexpected delay at Charles de Gaulle in Paris. There are my shoes that I wear all the time. My luggage. And this is in the terminal. And there are all these tunnels and stairwells and escalators that weave through in a central area to get you where you need to go. And that's the passenger pickup in Newark at the end of the time. Don't know what this is. I'm not sure. And this is the envelope where I keep things while I'm traveling, and some notes. So that is one of the sketchbooks from my very first trip to Paris, which started an annual habit. Thanks for watching. I'm Chris Carter, Sketchbook Storytime.